She's one of the most popular artists in the world. Meet Yayoi Kusama. Yayoi was born in 1929 in the mountain city of Matsumoto, Japan. She began experiencing anxiety and frightening hallucinations when she was just 12 and turned to art to feel safe. Although her parents urged her to find a husband, Yayoi was intent on becoming an artist, and at 23 had her first solo show in Japan. After moving to New York at 27, Yayoi quickly rose to the top of the American art scene with her infinity net paintings and notorious performances. Despite the exuberance of her work, Yayoi was still struggling with her mental health. She returned to Japan in 1974 and 3 years later entered a private hospital where she lives to this day. But she never stopped creating. In fact, she began working on an even bigger scale, with installations like her iconic Narcissus Gardens. In 2012, major retrospectives in London and New York brought Yayoi back into the public eye, polka dots and all. Now in her 90s, she's still using art to make sense of the world around her. Fans line up in record-breaking numbers for her immersive infinity rooms, which are intended to bring inner peace and self-reflection.
She creates environments of dots so that we can experience this feeling of self-obliteration too. She calls these rooms her infinity rooms. She creates them by installing hundreds of flashing colored LED lights into mirrored rooms. The pinpricks of light in the dark room reflect endlessly in the mirrors, making you feel like you are in an endless space. The dots surround and engulf you. She particularly liked to use pumpkins as imagery in her artwork. They were a positive piece of her troubled childhood. As a young girl, she spent hours drawing pumpkins. In Japan, pumpkins are called kabaka, and to Yayoi Kusama, they represent stability, comfort, and modesty. This installation is called All the Eternal Love I Have for the Pumpkins. She featured her signature polka dots on large yellow kabaka sculptures. When you enter the room, you're immediately transported to a world full of imagination and fantasy.
She's also become a pop culture icon, putting her signature polka dots on everything from phones to purses to parade floats. In 2019, one of those early infinity net paintings went for over $8 million. And in 2020, she'll have her biggest show yet, taking over all 250 acres of New York's Botanical Garden with a nature-themed presentation. Through it all, Yayoi has never stopped believing in the healing power of art.
芸術家として20年以上も作品を続けて、毎日生命の尊さを祈り続けてまいりました。私の心が沈んだ時や希望が薄れた時、悲しみの時、いつも私を支え称えてくれたのは、私の芸術家としての強い生命の輝き、それによって力を持って生き続けてこれました。